Hello, everybody. It's Emily from Wellness for Generations. We are meeting with Calli Tony today. She holds very many different certifications. She's a certified personal trainer, a holistic health coach. She does Reiki, and those are just a couple. She is also a holistic health and transformational coach, creator of Hype, which is a mindfulness-based bootcamp, and she has a podcast. She also recently opened Coterie, which is, I think I'm spelling that or pronouncing that right, which is a location in Connellsville, PA. So we will be learning more about that today. So welcome, Calli.
Hello, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good.
Awesome.
A little tired, but good.
I understand. So go ahead and start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your story and kind of how you've come to where you're at.
All right, so sorry, I'll stop looking at, I was sharing my page,
Okay.
I'll stop looking at my other screen. A little bit about me. Well, I am Calli. I have been a certified personal trainer for 10 years now. I got my group exercise certification first. I was in college for accounting and I was bored out of my mind. Not that there's anything wrong with accounting, but it just wasn't for me. And I kind of started going to the gym there, and I've always been active, but I started going to the gym there, and it just developed into a love for just health and well-being all around. And my mom said to me, why don't you go and get your personal training certification? You'd like it. And I said, no, I won't like it. It'll ruin it for me. It'll take away my passion.
Right.
So I went and did a little kickboxing certification, and I fell in love. So then I got group exercise certified and then personal training. And then it just kind of waterfalled over into everything else. And then I was always really aware of what I was eating, but I wasn't focusing on real whole foods.
Mm-hmm.
I was focusing on different types of diets that there's nothing wrong with, but they just weren't right for me.
Yeah.
So I got more into whole foods when I was about 25. And then that's kind of when the whole holistic living thing just kind of encompassed. It just all came together.
Yeah.
It all came together.
That's awesome.
I've been doing that for 5 years now. But I'm currently getting my yoga certification, and like I said, I have Reiki, and I don't even know what else I have. You just accumulate certifications over 10 years.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. It's all on the listing, and I'm sure on your website and all over the place. So.
Oh yeah.
If people want to know all of the certification.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah. So were you taught a healthy lifestyle growing up? Like, what was kind of your upbringing with food and exercise and all of that kind of stuff?
So no, we ate McDonald's constantly because A, we didn't know any better at the time. And B, I was always on the run because I was always in dance. So I was in dance every night of the week, or cheerleading or something else. And we just constantly ate out and ate McDonald's. And my mom was working, so I would eat frozen meals if I was home. Mm-hmm. So we didn't really have an idea of any type of whole food nutrition at all until I got into, I think, high school, maybe in junior high a little bit. Well, my mom started doing Weight Watchers.
Oh, yeah.
And Weight Watchers is really good to teach you portion control. Mm-hmm. So I definitely learned that. I learned that McDonald's was going to be a lot of points. So if I wanted to eat a lot of points,
right,
then I could eat McDonald's. And she didn't force me to be on the diet or anything. I wanted to. Right. And we always did do like Tai Bo in the morning and stuff like that together. So we were active, but we did not work on our nutrition at all until I got older.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just fell in love with it from there.
Right.
So.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have you share kind of what your business is. I know there's many aspects of it, so you can kind of touch on each of those, and just kind of share what you do with the community.
Cool. So I have my physical location, and I also do a lot of online sessions as well. But I focus on holistic health and transformational coaching because it's a combination of everything that I have to offer. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so we don't focus as much on energy healing. I have a separate program for that, but we focus a lot on movement and nutrition, mm-hmm. And holistic health and transformational coaching, and then one-on-one coaching as well. But I have a physical location where I offer that. I offer personal training. I offer group exercise classes, and I have a little retail area as well, so you can get your holistic retail needs met. If you know, don't feel like searching the internet for hours for it or
Right.
whatever, I've done all the legwork for that. So I have the physical location for that, and like I said, I do it online as well. And then I also do pop-up juice bars. So I've been juicing since I was a teenager. So I do pop-up juice bars here and there in the area. I'm trying to think, what else does that I do? I branded a group exercise class called Hype.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a mindfulness-based boot camp. So we will, if as long as I remember, pull a card at the beginning of the class. And then I just make sure you're very mindful of your body during class.
Mm-hmm.
So we really focus on form. I don't do the class with you just so I can focus, because I am a stickler for form and a stickler for making sure things are done properly, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. So it's a really based on education and moving your body the right way. So I did that, and then I have a podcast as well that I started a little over a year ago that you were on.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah, it was. I like the podcast because I like you do, to showcase different holistic practitioners around the area, not even just around this area, but just wherever they're from. I just like to showcase holistic practitioners. So I started the podcast kind of for that reason, and then also because I'm on my own mental health journey. Mm-hmm. Is it okay to talk about that?
Yeah, go for it.
I survived anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder, which I was diagnosed with in November. And that's kind of why I'm tired today, because I'm kind of on a down of after having so much exciting stuff happen.
Yes.
Which is, I'm so grateful for all those exciting things, but it's just my condition. There's usually a down after there's an up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just have to learn to cope with it, which all these tools that I've learned over the last 10 years has helped me cope with it, which is why I want to share it with people. Mm-hmm. So that's why I've developed programs around it. But the podcast kind of came from me wanting to share my mental health journey, and then also showcasing other practitioners. So it's a little combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And then we do wellness on the Yacht too. So
yes. And that's happening and everything still going good for that.
It was voted by the rec board last night, and then it has to be voted by city council on the middle of the month. I think June 14th or 16th. But the date is September 5th. So it's looking good so far. It's looking good so far.
Awesome. Do you want to share what that looks like? What is Wellness on the Yacht?
Yeah. So Wellness on the Yacht is a holistic living festival. It was created. Wait, was this the 4th year or the 5th year? Hold on, let me think. This is the 4th year. Yeah, this is the 4th year. I can't believe that. So this is the 4th year for it. So it is just a culmination and a gathering of all things holistic living, wellness, and just fun. So we have a huge variety of vendors. Last year we had 75 vendors, all in the realm of holistic living. So in my mind, when I think of holistic living, I also think of like natural handmade items, things like that. So it's not just because that does make you feel, so handmade jewelry, for instance, that makes you feel really good. And a lot of times they're made with things that are from the earth. So to me, that's part of holistic living. So we have vendors like that, but a huge wide variety of holistic living vendors. And then we do a 90-minute fitness class that is provided by instructors in the area. We also have entertainment throughout the day, which last year it was a few young children from the area. And I think we're going to do the same. They're not young children. They're teenagers. They're older teenagers. But we're going to do that again this year. We have workshops throughout the day. So we have a workshop every 15 minutes, different holistic living workshops. So we have different ones. We have a Reiki circle. We have a drum circle. We have introduction to intuition. The vegan goddess provides a vegan demonstration. So just a ton of goodness. And then we'll have a food vendor there that offers more healthful options, and then also vegetarian. And I think they offered vegan last year, but I think the thing I got was vegan. It was super delicious. Good. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we offer at it? I think, the nice thing about the event is that it's totally free.
Yes.
So it's free to come. It's free to attend. The workshops are free. The fitness class is free. It's all free. All you have to do is bring money if you want to buy something from the vendors, or buy some food or something like that, or donate. or we do a chance auction. So you can also get tickets for the chance auction because all the money goes back to the Parks and Recreation Board to improve our 10 city parks.
Yeah.
So,
And I love that it's at the park. So, but that is super fun. And I was a vendor last year, and I was a little further from like all the action, which was kind of nice, but I was like right on the river, and it was so pretty. It was so nice. This year I think I'm just coming as a guest because I'm like, I want to experience everything more. So I'm really excited to come though, because it was really, really neat to experience last year. Cool. Thanks for sharing all of that.
Yeah.
What is kind of your mission and your purpose with your business?
So my mission is, I would say my mission is to educate, empower, and serve. But really, like, if you get down to the nitty gritty, it's all about serving. So it's all about servitude. I know for a fact that I was sent here for a reason, and that was to share my story and to be on this journey to healing with other people and to serve in that capacity. So my mission is all about serving. I don't feel like I'm working ever.
Right.
I am so lucky to be able to do what I love, and so blessed to not feel like it's a job, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So servitude is at the top of the list.
That's awesome. I love that. What are you most I know you have a lot going on right now, but what are you most excited about right now? And yeah, go ahead. I have another question if you don't say what I want you to.
Okay. So two things there are many things that are exciting that are coming, but right now what's happening is I opened the physical location, but I also created a journal.
Yes.
Which is awesome. I have one, I should grab it. But I created a journal because when I was in the hospital, I always was into writing. I always wrote a lot of notes and things like that.
Right.
But when I was in the hospital, because I went to the hospital for suicidal thoughts twice. And when I was in the hospital, I just got this weird, you would call it a download or whatever, a divine download. I got this weird feeling that I needed to write and write with intention. Like I needed to have a routine that I did every day with writing. And it started with gratitude. And that story with gratitude goes back to when I was pregnant with Annalise, which was 3 years ago. I was so depressed and so suicidal. And I just remember lying in my bed and looking at the ceiling fan and thinking, I just can't do this. I can't do this. I was alone. I felt alone. I wasn't really alone, but I felt very alone.
Yeah.
Hormones were going crazy. I just felt so sad. And then again, I got a download that was like, just thank God or the universe or source, whatever you believe in, for what you're grateful for. And I thought to myself, I don't have anything to be grateful for. And whatever the voice was said, just try. And I started to say, thank you for water. Thank you for the bed. I remember thinking, well, I have this really comfy bed. So I'm thankful for that. I have blankets to cover me up. I'm really thankful for that. I have running water. I do have a home that I had to live in. So I found all these things I was grateful for. So that's where, when I was in the hospital, when I started writing, I started with gratitudes. And then from there, just kind of developed into, I write down intentions every day, positive affirmations, my gratitudes. I have a little to-do list that I do every day of, it's actually 11 things now. It was 10, but it's 11 things that I like to do every day to improve my well-being and my health. And then there's a little section for nutrition and movement, because that's also a big factor in your mental health.
Yeah.
Moving your body and eating food that is going to fuel your brain and fuel your body can really help. I'm not saying that it's going to be the cure, but it helped me a lot.
Right. Definitely.
And then there's a section for free writing or journal prompt writing. And I also made bookmarks that have 10 journal prompts on it.
Okay.
So if you were interested in getting journal prompts, that's an easy way to do that.
Right.
Or you can just simply look up journal prompts, but I just created one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made a journal I've dreamt of it for years, and it also has a day planner as well. So it's a day planner in it also. So you can write down what you're doing for the day and then write down all your journal prompts. So you get 4 pages for each day.
Okay.
And it does take, the whole process, if you're really mindful about it, takes about a half an hour. But I like to tell people, maybe you should just try and wake up a half an hour earlier every single day before the kids get up, because then you're starting your day in peace and calm and on a positive foot, as opposed to mom, or dad, if it's a man that's interested.
Right.
The kids can be very overwhelming. So maybe just wake up 30 minutes early and do your writing,
Yeah.
have your coffee or your tea, and just start the day for yourself.
Right. Yeah,
So it's about
definitely.
self-care.
Cool. And is it a full year or is it
It's
just
quarterly.
It's quarterly. I thought so. I had seen a few different journals recently that started doing quarterly, and I liked that concept because number one, it's just a quarter, and you can have all those pages without being at like a huge stack of paper.
Well, that's why we made it like that. Let me grab it real quick. Here, wait.
Okay,
I
go
have one in
ahead.
my purse. I have mine in my purse. So we did quarterly because if we didn't do quarterly, it would be 4 times this size,
Right,
which would fit in
exactly.
your purse. And that's what I wanted, was something that would fit in your purse.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a matte finish.
Oh, nice.
I have Oracle cards that are like it. But on the inside, if you have a section for this journal belongs to, my goals are the year. And the nice thing that we did was we didn't actually put dates in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put your dates in as you go. So if you miss a day, you're not wasting 4 pages of paper.
Right.
So on the weekend, or if you go on vacation, and I mean, I do encourage you to write every day, but if you don't get to write every day, you don't have to waste that space.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So it might take you, this might last you more than a quarter if you don't write every single day. So that's what's nice about it. And then it has the moon calendar in the back.
That's
so
exciting.
You can know when the full moons and the new moons are, and maybe what the cycles are. So maybe, so for instance, there's a full moon tomorrow. So maybe that's why I'm a little more depressed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is just different. For me, that's kind of what happens. New moons are very exciting for me, very good for me. Full moons, I kind of get a little tired. So it's nice to be able to track all that.
Yeah, that's super cool. I cannot wait to get mine. So
Yeah.
I was like, it was my birthday last week, I think. I don't even remember. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get something for myself. I want to order one of these because I was really excited about it. So I can't wait to get mine.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for you to get it and see what you think.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. So what is one key element that you feel someone should start taking to start moving that needle in their health?
I think that the first step, so I believe everyone should go to therapy. I believe everyone should go to therapy. So if you were going to take any step in your health direction, I would start. So I provide coaching, which is amazing in itself. Not my coaching, but I'm saying coaching in general. I'm not trying to be big-headed. Right. Coaching in general is an amazing thing, but I started with a therapist, and I just really truly believe that everyone should be in therapy on top of whatever else they're doing. So I would say start with therapy, but if you're already in therapy and you want to start a journey, movement. I think movement it's usually the way that I start. Mm-hmm. It's always, so for my holistic health and transformational coaching, we do movement twice a week, and then we do a one-on-one coaching session once a week. So really focus on movement more so, because when you move your body, it obviously releases endorphins. And if you've watched Legally Blonde, endorphins make you happy, and happy people don't kill their husband.
I love that movie. Something else recently came up from that movie, and I'm like, I need to watch that again.
It is a good movie. Yes. It's a good movie. So I definitely would start with movement, and I don't care what kind of movement it is, whether it's yoga, running, CrossFit, hike, boot camp, or if it's simply just going for a walk or just stretching. Maybe you don't even want. My yoga classes are very much calm, restorative. We don't hardly get off like our backs.
Nice.
Because for me, that's the kind of movement that I like and want at the times that I'm offering the classes.
Right.
But movement can be anything. It can be anything. And if you can't move your body, try to meditate, but challenge yourself to something new. Yeah. Challenge yourself to something new.
Yeah. Even like not every day, but like I try to dance, like just turn on some music and dance a little bit. Something else I recently saw too, when you're getting like nervous energy, was to like just shake it all out. And I'm like, that is really cool. So like, I need to start doing that every day. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely agree. Movement it really does help just boost your mood and everything. And if you can do it outside, it's even better, because then you're in nature.
100%. Another thing that I practice if I'm having a panic attack or having really bad anxiety, I'll start doing jumping jacks. Because I, A, get my mind off whatever I'm thinking about, and B, have to breathe. Yeah. So I'll just start doing jumping jacks. But that is another key, that movement for me helps situations like that.
Right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
What is one change that you would love to start seeing in this generation and be passed down to the next generations?
I would like people. So I think that self-care is really important. And I would like to see people add, and I think they are starting to
Mm-hmm.
add that more into their life.
Mm-hmm.
Things that really make them better, make their well-being better. So I would say, especially moms,
Mm-hmm.
and women in general, but really just taking time for yourself, whether it be movement or whether it be cooking a meal that is going to really fuel your body, or meditating or going to yoga, whatever it, or going to get your nails done. I don't care. Go get your hair
Yeah.
done. But just
Right.
doing something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lost that along the way. And I feel like it's slowly coming back around. I notice my clients more and more are coming to me to do something for themselves because they
Mm-hmm.
hadn't done it in so long.
Yeah.
So like that. And I think that also goes with self-care really helps your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd also like to, I don't know that it would ever end, but I'd like to see an end to the stigma towards mental health.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, one of my self-care practices, super simple, but I like need it right now with a newborn. I need my physical space. So, especially in the evenings is when he's like really fighting sleep, and I have to like distance myself for a little while and just be away from crying. Like my husband has to take him for a little bit because I just mentally it just gets to me and it gets under my skin and I can't handle it. And a shower every morning. Like I have to shower. Shower is like my sacred space in the morning to just like be me.
well, if not, you can get so lost.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
lose yourself so easily. I in the past, before I was diagnosed and I really started taking self-care very seriously,
Mm-hmm.
I got lost in everyone else. I would do everything for everyone else and never did anything for myself. And that's what drove me to have a mental breakdown.
Right. Yeah.
Was that when I was trying to do everything for everyone else and it still wasn't working, I totally broke down. And that's when
Mm-hmm.
I realized you have to stop doing everything for everybody else. You have to focus on yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm-hmm.
And your daughter needs you to take care of yourself. And you want to be an example for her.
Right.
Take care of herself. So
Yeah.
she's like, I don't believe that I would have ever, I don't believe I would be alive if it wasn't for Annalise.
Mm-hmm.
She totally made me, it's weird because so much as a mother is being so selfless, but she also taught me to be a little selfish too
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
take care of myself.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's definitely important.
Yeah.
Um, if that's all the questions I have. Is there anything else that you would like to add? And then I'll ask where people can find you.
Okay. So would you mind if I talk about a program that I'm going
Yeah,
to be,
go for it.
that I, two things I'd like to talk about. Is it okay to talk about it? I want to first, I know that we're from a small area and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot that's going on right now with what's happening in the environment of the world. Not,
Yeah.
not even talking about COVID, but like Black
Right.
Lives Matter and things like that. And I think just wherever you stand, someone taught me this yesterday that, and I used to say, I said, I don't care either way. I don't care if you're white or you're black or you're brown or whatever it is that you are, because I don't see color.
Mm-hmm.
And he reminded me that, well, that can also be racist in a way because there is a difference in our color in our skin, and black people or brown people are treated differently sometimes. So I think that just if you're interested in making a difference, to try to learn more, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to explore and educate myself and learn more about it because I'm very naive.
Yeah, me too.
To it. So I don't want to go without saying that, because I think it's really important and it's something that's happening and it's very real right now for many people. And we're very, at least me, I'm very blessed to not have experienced anyone close to me having gone through what people are going through right now.
Right.
But I am also really proud of the people that are protesting peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
there are kids in our town that were protesting peacefully the other day, and it was just really beautiful.
That's sweet.
So I say that to then, because it's hard to launch programs during this time too. So it's like, do I feel right launching it? So I wouldn't feel right talking about a program and not acknowledging that at all. But I did on June 1st launch a program. It's called the VIP Healing Experience, and it is a combination of literally everything I have to offer in one. It's 2 personal training sessions a week, 1 one-on-one coaching call a week, really deep intuitive nutrition guidance. So I'm not going to prescribe you a diet. We're going to figure out what fuels your body. You'll get an energy healing session a month, which includes Reiki and chakra clearing and cleansing and balancing. You get an intuitive card pull every month, spiritual guidance. So it's just a lot of stuff packed into one. You get a yoga class, you get access to all my hype classes. You get a healing collective every month, which is something I offer, which is like a mini retreat, basically. It's like a 2-hour mini retreat. But you get access to all that. And then you'll also get a healing box sent to your door every month. So you'll get crystal healing, aromatherapy, and herbal healing in there. So that's included in the whole package in the program, but you'll get that sent to your house every month. So it's just kind of a way to really, if you've been interested or you already are aware of holistic living, this is a way to just dive deep into it and immerse yourself in it. So I'm really excited about that program, because it's literally everything I did to start to heal. And to heal my body as holistically as possible. So
is that offered just for people that can like locally, or is that anybody?
We can do it online or in person, because the collectives and the yoga class they're both offered online. So that's the only thing that could possibly stop you from doing it, but they're offered online, and my hype classes are offered online most days. So you have that option to do everything online. So you can be from wherever and still participate in this program.
Great. Awesome.
So,
I'm excited. I've seen some of your posts about it and it sounds really interesting. So maybe look into that soon when things slowly start calming down here. Cool. Well, where can people find you? And we'll make sure to share all the links and stuff too.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter, although I've been locked out of my Twitter account for a few months and I can't figure out how to get back in. But it's Calli Tony CPT across the board.
Awesome.
It's CalliTonyCPT.com if you're looking for my website, which is where you can apply to work with me if you're interested.
And buy the journal.
Oh yeah, and buy the journals on my website as well. YouTube, you can find me. I don't have enough followers to have a link, but you can just look up Calli Tony CPT. I'm the only one.
Okay.
Yay. But I think that's it. And then you can email me at calli@CalliTonyCPT.com or just message my Facebook page or my Instagram page. But if you're interested, follow my stuff, and I would love to, share this journey with you.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you guys have any questions, just send Calli a message, and we will see you next week with a new guest. See you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, stop the live stream.
Cool. So I have a question.